And now for your 7-day forecast. Saturday, scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 90. Chance of rain is at 50%. Sunday, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms with a high of 92. Monday, cloudy, thunderstorms possible in the afternoon and a high of 90. Tuesday, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms, high around 91. Chance of rain is at 40%. Wednesday, a few passing clouds, otherwise sunny, high around 90. Thursday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. And Friday, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a high around 92. And that is your weather forecast. Whatever the weather, North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And now for the local obituaries. Robert Pops Wayne White, age 73. Robert Pops White of Adairsville, Georgia, passed away on June 11th. Robert served his country with pride during the Vietnam era while stationed in West Germany. Service to celebrate the life of Mr. Robert Wayne White will be held Saturday, June 22nd at 11 a.m. at the Ponders Melrose Chapel. The family will receive friends at the funeral home from 5 until 9 p.m. on Friday. Arrangements will be by Ponders Melrose Chapel in Dalton, Georgia. Ann Lamb, age 63. Ann Lamb of Dalton passed away on Monday, June 17th at her residence. Funeral service will be held Saturday, June 22nd at 2 p.m. at the Pleasant Grove Chapel, Joy and People's Funeral Home, with Reverend Alfred Turley officiating. Burial will be at the United Memorial Gardens. Ann McCutcheon McDonald, age 65. Ann McDonald of Dalton, Georgia, passed away on Monday, June 17th. Service will be Friday at 3:30 p.m. at Dalton First United Methodist Church. Burial will be at the West Hill Cemetery. The family will receive friends at the Atrium Church on Friday from 2 until the service at 3:30 p.m. Arrangements by Love Funeral Home. Lamar Red Gamblin, age 69. Lamar Red Gamblin of Rocky Face passed away Monday, June 17th at Hamilton Medical Center. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Funeral arrangements are by Joy and People's Funeral Home in Rocky Face Chapel. Mr. Jimmy Stephen Bates, age 69. Jimmy Stephen Bates of Dalton, Georgia, departed this life Tuesday, June 18th at the Erlanger Medical Hospital. Services to celebrate the life of Mr. Jimmy Stephen Bates will be held Friday, June 21st at 4 p.m. at the Ponders Melrose Chapel with Reverend Ronald Guffey and Reverend Roberts Beavers officiating. Interment will follow at Antioch Cemetery. Arrangements by Ponders Melrose Chapel, Dalton, Georgia. Lieutenant Franz Theodore Rice III, age 62. Lieutenant Franz Rice of Dalton departed this life Tuesday, June 18th at Hamilton Medical Center. A service to celebrate the life of Lieutenant Franz Theodore Rice III will be held Friday, June 21st at 6 p.m. Mr. Michael S. Mirabella, age 78. Michael Mirabella of Rossville passed away on Tuesday, June 18th. Arrangements are to be announced by Heritage Funeral Home and Crematory in Battlefield Parkway. Little Sebastian Perez Ochoa, age 2 months. Little Sebastian Ochoa, born April 27th, passed away on Tuesday, June 18th. A A massive Christian burial will be held at 11 a.m. Friday, June 21st at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Arrangements are by Dalton Funeral Home. And those are your local obituaries. Stay tuned for your local news.
Good morning, Northwest Georgia. I'm Aaron Scott.
And I'm Adam Scott.
And we are your news covering Whitfield, Murray, Gordon, Walker, and Catoosa counties. Thanks for joining us. Coming up in the news today, Georgia DOT repairs guardrail along I-75. Blunt object to the head caused man's death. Local youth soccer club winning championship. Prairie Year wins Murray special election and school board seat and upcoming area events. First up in Calhoun, Georgia DOT maintenance crews began their work on repairing the guardrail along Interstate 75 in Gordon County on Tuesday. Work will proceed daily between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m., weather permitting. It is Georgia DOT's position that guardrail and cable rail maintenance and repair are essential to keeping roadways safe for the traveling public. GDOT said their maintenance workers do their best to keep track of the damage to guard and cable rails and make repairs as quickly as possible in order to preserve road safety. And that's always good news.
It's always great. I mean, especially when they're putting these tax dollars to work, that's what I like to see.
Exactly.
Next up, according to a report by Chris Whitfield of the Daily Citizen News, Eric Charles Stewart caused the death of Donnie Charles of Resacaby, repeatedly striking him in the head with a blunt object. The information came from an indictment returned against Stewart by a Murray County grand jury. Stewart, 26, was indicted by the grand jury for felony murder for the death of Charles, 54. Stewart had been charged with murder and concealing the death of another by the Murray County Sheriff's Office a day after he was released from the Gordon County Jail. A board hearing from Stewart in Superior Court was postponed until next Wednesday. According to the Clerk of Court's office, officials with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the Murray County Sheriff's Office had offered few details about the death of Charles, whose body was found behind his home at 1263 Sexton Road on May 17th. Witnesses said Stewart had been camping behind Charles' home, and officers found bloody items belonging to both Charles and Stewart at the campsite. GBI Assistant Special Agent in charge Joe Montgomery previously declined to comment on a motive, but did say that Charles and Stewart know each other and that Charles had allowed Stewart to stay at his home earlier in the year. Stewart is represented by public defender Natalie Glasser and has been in the county jail without bond since his arrest less than 2 hours after discovery of Charles' body. GBI Special Agent Adam Jones with the Calhoun office was listed as the lone witness for the state at the grand jury presentment. Montgomery said Stewart has been in jail for the Gordon County on a misdemeanor for shoplifting charge. According to an article in the Calhoun Times posted on its website on May 2nd, Stewart and another man were arrested for shoplifting at the Calhoun Home Depot. Stewart was charged with theft by shoplifting and obstruction of a police officer. It's a crazy summer.
Just another crazy story of the summer of 2019.
Yeah,
keep adding up, man. In Dalton sports, for 6 of the past 7 years, a high school from Whitfield County has claimed a state title in boys soccer, reported Patrick O'Shea for the Daily Citizen News. The boys soccer team from three local high schools, Cahola Creek, Dalton, and Southeast Whitfield, made the Final Four in their classifications during the state playoffs this spring, with Dalton winning its 5th state championship. The area is also producing players capable of receiving national recognition, with Dalton alum Omar Hernandez recently being named the Gatorade National Boys Soccer Player of the Year. However, the local high school team has been able to maintain such success. Despite losing standout players like Hernandez to graduation, the local high schools haven't had a problem replenishing their ranks with talented players. Contributing to these annual rejuvenations has been a local youth soccer club that has been winning titles of its own. The Corosiminos Football Academy CFA is in its third year, and Kareem Desara, the former director of soccer at Dalton State College, serves as the president and director of coaching for the Dalton-based club. Since starting the club in 2016, Desira has presided over 8 teams that have won Georgia Soccer state titles. Georgia Soccer is the authorized state youth and adult soccer association underneath the umbrella of the United States Soccer Federation. CFA had 2 teams win a Georgia Soccer State Cup earlier this month, one at the National League level and one at the Class 1 level. The National League level is the highest level of organized youth soccer in the state. Playing one step below at the Classic 1 level, the CFA under-14 boys team defeated the Rome Arsenal 3-1 at the playing at the National League level. Under the 16 boys defeated the Alpharetta Ambush 3-1. By winning the state cups, the teams qualify for the U.S. Youth Southern Soccer Regional Championships. Both teams leave today for a tournament that is held in Baton Rouge, Louisiana from Friday through June the 27th.
Southern Regional Championships exist as part of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series, the country's oldest and most prestigious national youth soccer tournament. For a team without Whitfield County with a population of a little more than 100,000 to compete at a regional level in the U.S. youth soccer is an accomplishment in itself. Dasser said that they went to Greenville, South Carolina last year and won 5 games in the regional tournament. In the semifinals, they played a team from Dallas. Though Dallas has a population of about 4 million and there are about 50 to 60,000 in Dalton, Dalton still won 3-1. Then Dalton went to a final game of the regional tournament and played a team from Miami, another city with a population in the millions. Dalton won 4-1. 2 other CFA teams in the Classic 2 level, 1 level below Classic 1 and 2 levels below the National League level, also competed. Recently on a national stage, the CFA Classic 2 under-17 and under-16 boys teams both traveled to Round Rock, Texas this weekend, with the under-17 team finishing as the South Region's runner-up. Those local high school teams that are winning state titles and watching the Final Four, many of their best players are CFA players. This past high school season, Coahulla Creek, Dalton Northwest Whitfield, and Southeast Whitfield all had players who played with CFA.
Coahulla Creek's rising junior Jamie Mendola said it's fun playing with a group, and he said all the players are talented, which helps him improve his own game. He admits that because all the players go to different schools, there's a little bit of trash talking, but says it's all fun. Players for CFA's under-16 National League team heading to Louisiana this weekend include Coahulla Creek's Mendola, Dalton's Yar Perez, and Christian Zaragoza, Northwest Whitfield's Fabian Navarro. As was the case with Mendola, Navarro, and Zaragoza, each played crucial roles for their schools this past spring as sophomores, with Zaragoza starting every match at center back and Navarro leading Region 6 and 4A in both goals with 17 and assists with 19. Perez finished his freshman season at Dalton, tied for 3rd on the team and scoring with 14 goals. Dazier said the Dalton team that went undefeated as the #1 team in the country and won the state championship had 10 players, and shared that the club had a little more than 400 players at the moment and 30 teams with players ranging in age from 8 to 18. Players from beyond Whitfield County are now traveling to Dalton to play with CFA as well. And with the recent success both the club and high school level, Dazier sees no end in sight for the club's success. Beyond success on the field, Dazier sees an opportunity for the local players to further themselves through the sport they love.
Dazier said he thinks in the past there were some amazing players who could have been pro players, but they were lost in the local leagues here. Now, though, people are thinking differently. People are thinking about getting a scholarship and moving forward beyond Dalton. For young soccer players from Dalton, playing at an event like a U.S. Youth Soccer Regional means an opportunity to travel and compete against some of the best players in the country. It also means being able to play in front of the scouts who may not be able to drop in to see the local games at Lakeshore Park and the Dalton recreational fields. This is crazy.
Well, this is awesome. I mean, soccer is also on the map. When you think Dalton, Georgia, you think carpet and soccer.
That's a fact, and I think people underestimate some of our younger people's abilities to play the sport.
No, they do. Great things coming for them. Conrad Pereira, elected to a full 4-year team on the Maury County School Board for District 5 on Tuesday, said he hopes to continue to make wise choices for taxpayers concerning spending by being frugal. Pereira, who has been serving on the school board since April when he was appointed by the other board members, received 398 votes. That's 59% to 270 votes at 40% for Joshua Abernathy, according to the elections office. Thanking his supporters, Pereira said he's pleased with the results and the opportunity to continue to serve the school system. He said it's all about serving the kids and the teachers and the taxpayers and trying to be there and making good decisions over the next several years. The term for which he was elected started on January 1st of this year. Last year, Mitchell Wilson, a Republican who was appointed to this seat when Frank Lloyd resigned, was the only person to qualify for the seat for the November 2018 election from either party, but Wilson moved out of the district and could no longer serve on the board. Rangel was appointed to fill the rest of that team that ended on December 31st, and because of the timing of Wilson's resignation, it was too late to get new candidates for the November 2018 election, so a special election had to be held. Engel was then appointed to serve until the special election. Qualifying, he held for a March 19th special election for Republican candidate since no Democrat had originally qualified, but no one qualified then. Qualifying was held again, and Abernathy and Puryear qualified for Tuesday's special election.
Puryear said he believes that the new superintendent, Steve Lawridge, will be good in the school system in a leadership role, changing the culture and the environment. He went on to say that he thinks the board will be more harmonious as far as working together and moving forward in different areas. Curriculum is one of the things being focused on, particularly within kindergarten through 6th grade. Starting with reading and math, Puryear 56 said continuing facility upgrades is imperative and teacher retention is big on the list, and that's something that's always on their minds. Since the governor gave them a raise, that's going to a little ways in retaining teachers, but more than that is needed, he believes. Brian Kemp proposed a legislature-approved $3,000 pay raise for teachers and other certified staff earlier this year. This was Puryear's first run for elected office. He's a graduate of Southeast Whitfield High School and Lipscomb University in Nashville, Tennessee, and has lived in Murray County for the past 30 years. He has worked for the past 3 years as a yarn sales accountant executive at Tandis Centtiva. He said before the election that his wife teaches in the school system and he has a son attending school there, so he has a personal interest in its success. There was also Abernathy's first run for elected office. Abernathy, 19, is a graduate of North Murray High School who said he expects to graduate this fall from Dalton State College and plans to study law after that. He is a worship leader at Spring Place Baptist Church. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations. Now for other upcoming area events and bulletins. Tonight in Dalton, the 2019 Off the Rails Summer Music Series features Music City Latin Orchestra, Gianni Rodriguez, and Doce Manos and Cito Elemento at 7:30 p.m. at the Burr Performing Arts Park in downtown Dalton. This event is free and open to the public. Burr Park is at 101 South Hamilton Street in historic downtown. Also tonight in Dalton, Crowns Gardens and Archives at 715 Chattanooga Avenue host a wine and cheese event from 5 to 7 p.m. to kick off a display of the late Helen Shope. In addition to her research on local history, topics, and leadership of the Whitfield Murray Historical Society quarterly in the 1970s and 1980s, Shope was an avid painter. At her death, her paintings went to the Historical Society. The exhibit will remain on display at the Archives through September. And on the Mashburn stage at the Artistic Civic Theater, ACT in Dalton, Thoroughly Modern Millie Jr. will run through Saturday, June 22nd. Showtimes will be at 7 p.m. tonight and 1 p.m. Saturday. In addition, ACT welcomes back the dueling piano guys of Andrew Chansey and Jack Hitchens to Act Studio tonight and Saturday night. Both shows will start at 8:30 p.m. You may purchase tickets for both shows at www.actdalton.org.
After that, all are invited to the inaugural Shakespeare in Burr Park in historic downtown Dalton. The Conasauga Shakespeare Coalition and the Creative Arts Guild have teamed up to offer Henry V on Saturday at 8 p.m., supported by lifelong theater advocate and lover Jan Burr, directed by Lane Davies, and featuring several professional actors as well as many familiar local faces. The event is free and open to the public. Bring your blankets, chairs, and picnic dinners. Beer and wine will be available for purchase on site. For more information, visit the Creative Arts Guild website or call 706-278-0168. Tomorrow in Dalton, Save Georgia's Hemlocks presented a training class for people interested in learning how to save the hemlock trees from the invasive insect called the hemlock woolly agglid is attacking and killing them. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., this training will provide in-depth information about the trees, the bugs, and assessing infestations, cultural practices, chemical treatments, biological controls, cost and safety, assisting other property owners, working on the National Forest, and more. The class will be at the Murray County Agricultural Center in Chatsworth. Registration is required. Contact Kim at 706-455-2313 or email her at kimberlyraywood@gmail.com, leaving your phone number and email address. And after that in Rome, hear live music from local singers and songwriters while you enjoy your lunch under a beautiful sky. Grab some friends, some lunch, and go down to the Brown Bag Concert Series every third Tuesday at Rotary Plaza from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Sponsored by the Mohawk Carpet Foundation, the Gym Theater in Calhoun is offering free movies each Thursday, 10 a.m. through July 18th. Although there will be no movie on July 4th, the remaining lineup is as follows. Today, Incredibles 2, June 27th, Mary Poppins Returns, June 11th, July 11th, Smallfoot, and July 18th, the Lego Movie. The gym is located at 114 North Wall Street in historic downtown Calhoun. Town of Cohutta and the City of Arnell will host a fireworks show on July 4th. There will be live music, food vendors, face painting, and more. Fun starts at 4 p.m. and the fireworks show will start at approximately 9:30 p.m. Then we have Keep Dalton Whitfield Beautiful invites everyone to join them for the next turn-up cleanup on June 28th at 6:30 p.m. They will be meeting at the Burr Performing Arts Park in downtown Dalton. Help clean up downtown and then celebrate with music by Jerry Navarro's Old School Motown Review for free afterwards. The Dalton Whitfield Solid Waste Authority will be making guitar picks and instruments out of recycled materials.
Next up, the Friendship House 2019 Music Festival is set for Saturday, August 24th from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Jupiter Coyote will headline this event as one of the largest music festivals on the Shaw Industries stage at Dalton Green. Cynthia Wilson will EMC. The public is invited to experience a variety of music genres. There will be food trucks, beverages, and activities for all ages. Dalton Green is located at 117 North Selzer Street in downtown Dalton. Seems like there's a lot going on today.
There is a lot going on today.
That's a fact. We thank you guys for tuning in here today. My name is Adam Scott.
And I'm Aaron Scott, and remember,
Stay classy.
Say it and play it. Search the VidLink catalog using voice control in just a few quick steps. First, launch the VidLink app. Second, hold the select button for 2 seconds. Third, when the search screen appears, hold down the microphone button. Fourth, speak your search request. Select your content and enjoy. Say it and play it. So easy from VidLink, your new digital entertainment experience. Make the right call. Sign up today.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com. Lifestyles for Women.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
I am Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, Labrie Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe Ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace. Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Hi guys, guys, I'm Connie Hall Scott, and my show, The Talk with Connie, is right here on North Georgia Television. And I hope you'll join me and my very, very interesting guests as we dish on, well, just about everything. Meet local and regional entertainers, newsmakers, motivators, and all kinds of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Enjoy man-on-the-street interviews, hot topic discussions, and even the occasional game or prank. It's all about community and getting to know each other. My goal is to entertain, educate, and stimulate, so join the talk for a new episode every week.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf. Help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, eliminate IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify. Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now. Find out how we can help you.
Georgia is now a hands-free state. That means you can't have a phone in your hand or supported by your body if you want to talk on your phone while driving. Even with hands-free, text messages, emails, and social media are still against the law. Parking your phone while your car is in drive could save lives, maybe even yours. For more information, go to headsupgeorgia.com.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Hi, welcome and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, June 22nd. I am Corelli Frere and she is Veronica Estrada, and we are about to start a program with the more important news for the Hispanic community, covering Whitfield, Murray, Walker, Catoosa, and Gordon counties. Our next 30 minutes program will be in Spanish because we want to keep our community informed.
Bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Verónica Estrada, un programa más aquí a través de la televisora del norte de Georgia, con algunas de las noticias más importantes que tenemos o que han pasado durante los últimos días. Oiga, más de 80 candidatos a maestros de Dalton State están adquiriendo experiencia efectivamente en las aulas para el verano, ayudando a los niños de la escuela primaria a mejorar sus habilidades de alfabetización. El programa educativo de Dalton State College se ha asociado con 4 escuelas primarias: Eastside Elementary, Dugab Elementary, Cedar Ridge Elementary y Downville Elementary, para llevar a cabo un programa de verano para ayudar a mejorar las habilidades de alfabetización de los niños y ayudar a la depresión del verano, que es cuando los niños pierden a olvidar lo que han aprendido durante el año escolar, durante las vacaciones del verano. Este es el tercer año en que la Escuela de Educación de Dalton State dirige este campamento. Por eso, este es el primer año que incluye a Downville y la primaria de Cedar Ridge. Esta es una excelente manera para que los niños continúen sus enriquecimientos educativos a través del programa de alta calidad para los maestros candidatos de Dalton Stage, y que ellos también obtengan la experiencia y la práctica en la preparación de planes de lecciones y que aprendan a ajustar sus lecciones de acuerdo con las necesidades siempre cambiantes de los niños, experimentar con nuevas y creativas estrategias para cultivar el interés y la atención de los niños en sus métodos de enseñanza. Y bueno, Kareli, eso nos ayuda muchísimo para que nuestros hijos, pues más que nada, hagan algo en el verano, porque muchas de las veces se la pasan nada más jugando los videojuegos, que eso no les ayuda a nada y se olvidan de todo lo que aprendieron a veces en el ciclo escolar.
Sí, esto es muy buena idea. Y en otras noticias, la compañía de GE Appliances estará trayendo más de 300 trabajadores a los condados de Walker, Murray y Jackson. En el condado de Murray se espera que alrededor de 100 a 110 personas obtengan trabajo y están planeando un centro logístico de GE Appliances de 23 millones en Murray. La compañía de GE Appliances anunció 3 proyectos en el norte de Georgia.
Y bueno, pues también esa misma compañía son 3 condados a los que estaría trayendo estos trabajos, que nos ayudaría bastante. Y también dicen que una de las partes que ellos decidieron abrir estas oficinas o estos trabajos aquí es porque Georgia está creciendo mucho, y además también les ayudaría mucho porque tenemos lo que viene siendo Savannah muy cerca, que es un lugar donde usan muchísimas de estas compañías para transportar el mar todos estos productos. Así es que es una de las razones por las que también ellos anunciaron que estarán haciendo todo este buen trabajo, porque lo necesitamos aquí en lo que viene siendo el estado de Georgia. Así es que va a haber trabajo. Bueno, el director en funciones de Inmigración y Control de Aduanas ICE, Mark Morgan, confirmó que sí, efectivamente, se harán operativos a nivel nacional para detener a inmigrantes indocumentados, pero no precisó cuándo ni cómo, a diferencia de la noticia que dio el presidente Donald Trump la semana pasada, quien afirmó que sería la siguiente semana. Mas, sin embargo, Morgan indicó que su agencia aumentará los esfuerzos para encontrar y expulsar a las personas que fueron colocadas en expediente acelerado en el sistema judicial de inmigración, pero no se presentaron para su audiencia. Añadió que ICE busca evitar las redadas, por ello prefieren pedirle a los extranjeros que violaron las leyes migratorias que se entreguen, pero si no lo hacen, deberán ir ellos por ellos. Morgan aconsejó a los inmigrantes indocumentados que se comuniquen con su oficina local de ICE, reúnan a su familia y trabajen con la agencia para ser deportados. El jefe de ICE destacó que su agencia quiere defender los valores de humanidad, compasión y dignidad, y defendió sus acciones contra extranjeros sin documentos. Si estás aquí ilegalmente, entonces debería ser expulsado. Eso fue lo que dijo. Y otra de las cosas, la semana pasada, bueno, el miércoles pasado, hablamos acerca de efectivamente lo que el presidente dijo, de que estaría haciendo algunas deportaciones la próxima semana, pero hasta ahorita el Departamento de Migración no ha dicho cuándo lo van a hacer. Lo que sí, el abogado Baldwin nos comentó fue que él sí estarán haciéndolo, pero para todas esas personas que ya tenían una orden de deportación y no se presentaron a las cortes que debían de haberse presentado, o para todas aquellas personas que salieron bajo fianza y al final de cuentas no se presentaron más a su corte de migración. Así es que bueno, pues esperemos que esto no afecte a muchísimas familias, pero es mejor que se entregaran, Kareli, porque desafortunadamente los últimos arrestos han llevado personas inocentes con ellos. Incluso en Atlanta ha habido muchísimas redadas donde van a buscar a una persona y cuando abren la puerta arrestan a muchísimas más personas y las deportan. Así es que usted tiene derechos y tienen que tener mucho cuidado con eso.
Sí. Y un hombre en Florida fue arrestado porque le puso ketchup en todo el cuerpo de su novia mientras estaba dormida, porque él sospechaba que ella lo estaba engañando. Peter Wagman, de 37 años, fue arrestado con cargos de violencia doméstica, y las autoridades dijeron que encontraron a la mujer cubierta en ketchup, mientras que el acusado negaba haberlo hecho. Se me hace chistosa esta noticia. No es bueno, ¿no? Pero él estaba dormido.
Ella estaba dormida.
Ella estaba dormida y él sospechaba o tuvo un sueño o algo. No fue confirmado.
No.
Que no fue confirmado que ella lo estaba engañando y dice dice la policía, reporte que él le empezó a aventar ketchup, pues nomás, así la despertó. Sí. Dice, es lo que te mereces. Oh, ok.
Efectivamente. Ay, Dios mío. Esos celos, Dios mío, como dice la canción. Bueno, pues continuamos nosotros con más. Bueno, pues también, según un informe de Chris Wilfield de Daily Citizen News, Eric Charles Stuart, acusado de la muerte de Donnie Charles de Resaca, lo golpeó repetidamente en la cabeza con un objeto contundente. La información vino de una acusación de vuelta contra Stuart por un gran jurado del condado de Murray. Stuart, de 26 años, fue acusado por el gran jurado por delitos de la muerte de Charles, de 54 años. Stuart había sido acusado del asesinato y ocultar la muerte. Una audiencia de fianza para Stuart en la Corte Superior fue propuesta hasta el próximo miércoles, según la oficina del secretario de la Corte. Funcionarios de la Oficina de Investigaciones de Georgia y oficinas del sheriff del condado de Murray habían ofrecido algunos detalles sobre esta muerte de Charles. El cuerpo fue encontrado detrás de su casa en el 1263 Sexton Road el 17 de mayo. Testigos dijeron que Stuart había estado acampando detrás de la casa de Charles y los oficiales encontraron objetos sangrientos pertenecientes tanto a Charles como a Stuart en el campamento. Stuart y Charles se conocían. Él había permitido que Stuart se quedara en su casa a principios del año. Stuart está representado por la defensora pública Natalie Glasser y ha estado en la cárcel del condado sin fianza desde su arresto, menos de 2 horas después del descubrimiento del cuerpo de Charles. Según un artículo de Calhoun Times, publicó en su sitio web el 2 de mayo que Stuart y otro hombre fueron arrestados por robo en Calhoun Home Depot. Stuart fue acusado de robo y obstrucción de la oficina de los oficiales de policía.
Wow.
¿Qué te parece?
Ay, no.
Por eso nunca invites a nadie a tu casa.
Y en otras noticias, una jovencita de 14 años y un niño de 8 murieron en un accidente automovilístico el miércoles por la noche alrededor de las 10. En el condado de Gwinnett, eso fue lo que la policía dijo. Varias personas que estuvieron involucradas en el accidente fueron llevadas al hospital. Pero lo loco de esto es que a la persona que han arrestado, una muchacha de 28 años, ella ha tenido 2 cargos por manejar con DUI. Y, o sea, la policía le habían dicho, a ver, sopla en esto. Y ella dice, ¿pero por qué? ¿Por qué lo voy a decir si yo sé que estoy borracha? Y ella ha tenido otros cargos violentos, de violencia doméstica, cosas así. ¿Y por qué dejar que esté manejando en esas condiciones?
Exacto. Desafortunadamente, siempre en los accidentes como estos, donde está involucrada una persona con DUI, los pagan justos por pecadores. Sí. Nunca mueren ellos. La mayoría de las veces mueren personas inocentes como estos 2 niños. Así es que bueno. Oiga, según un informe también, a ver, Araceli, por ahí, si nos puede subir más las noticias. Oiga, recuerda que estamos en vivo, y tenemos por acá un problemita técnico. Y bueno, pues nosotros vamos a continuar. Más a ratito vamos a tener lo que viene siendo, vamos a estar hablando de una obra de teatro buenísima. Ay, sí. que se está llevando a cabo. Ya tiene lo que viene siendo 3, se han presentado desde el fin de semana y también se presentaron el día de ayer. Hemos sabido que han tenido como más de 500 personas y más adelantito en punto de vista pues vamos a hablar también acerca de esto. Y bueno, pues así ahí tuvimos algo que no deberíamos de haber tenido, pero lo bueno es que ya estamos arreglando todo. Y saluditos también a toda esa gente que nos está apoyando, y aprovecho también ahorita para lo que viene siendo darle las gracias a nuestros patrocinadores, que viene siendo Blancas Ampliance y también Arevalos Tires, que también ellos pues ya son, como quien dice, patrocinadores aquí de la programación. Y si usted tiene un negocio, también lo invitamos para que usted sea parte de esta programación. Y en punto de vista, como le digo, tenemos más en un ratito lo que vienen siendo los actores de esta gran obra de teatro. Ok, ahora sí, vámonos con esa noticia. Karel.
Conrad Puryear, elegido para un mandado, completó 4 años en la Junta Escolar del Condado de Murray para el Distrito 5 el martes. Dijo que se espera seguir tomando decisiones sabias para los contribuyentes.
Así es que bueno, pues eso es todo lo que tenemos ahorita y felicidades para él y nosotros nos vamos ahorita con Punto de Vista que va a estar buenísimo, ¿eh? Tenemos buenos invitados.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Precision Chemical and Paper Supply is locally owned and operated by Damon Duckett, serving our community for 40-plus years. We can supply all your away-from-home needs. Business-to-business products include janitorial, food and beverage, facilities and ground, office products, and packaging. Located at 101 Bryant Avenue in Dalton. Give Precision Chemical and Paper Supply a call today at 706-226-8795 or visit them on their website at precisionchemicalandpaper.com.
I'm Connie Hall Scott, and my show, The Talk with Connie, is right here on North Georgia Television, and I hope you'll join me and my very, very interesting guests as we dish on, well, just about everything. Meet local and regional entertainers, newsmakers, motivators, and all kinds of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Enjoy man-on-the-street interviews, hot topic discussions, and even the occasional game or prank. It's all about community and getting to know each other. My goal is to entertain, educate, and stimulate, so join the talk for a new episode every week.
Georgia Power has lots of tools and resources to help you prepare for a storm. To have information sent directly to your phone, log into your account and sign up for outage alerts. Signing up is easy, just follow the directions. You can also sign up by texting REG to 42797, then hit send. You'll need your Georgia Power account number to continue. Visit georgiapower.com/storm for lots of videos, checklists, and helpful tools and resources to help you get prepared.
Georgia is now a hands-free state. That means you can't have a phone in your hand or supported by your body if you want to talk on your phone while driving. Even with hands-free, text messages, emails, and social media are still against the law. Parking your phone while your car is in drive could save lives, maybe even yours. For more information, go to headsupgeorgia.com.
From your first savings account to your first car, from your first home to your first business. At First Bank of Dalton, we're committed to helping you make the most out of life's firsts. We know the importance of working with a community bank where decisions are made right in our office. And with mobile and online banking, you can bank at your convenience and never have to miss a first. First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS. Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, eliminate IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify. Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now. Find out how we can help you.
I'm Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, Labrie Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe Ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest-running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace. Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
Es otra vez aquí Verónica Estrada con otro programa de lo que viene siendo Punto de Vista. Y tú sabes que tú puedes ser mi invitado, ¿verdad? Y el día de hoy, claro que sí, tengo invitados, pero hoy es un programa muy especial porque también tengo junto conmigo por acá a Kareli, que estará acompañándome, y también tenemos a unas personas muy, muy especiales que queremos nosotros que ustedes conozcan y que vayan a aplaudirles. Así es que, Kareli, ¿por qué no nos presentas a quién tenemos por acá?
Aquí estamos con el señor Wes Finney, con Pablo y Pepe, y Kareli y Verónica.
Bueno, vamos a hablar un poquito. We're going to talk a little bit también en inglés, porque aquí el profesor habla puro inglés. Pablo y Pepe no le han enseñado español, right? They haven't taught you Spanish, right?
I hope so.
Okay. Why you don't tell us a little bit about the Henry V?
Well, Henry V is one of William Shakespeare's history plays, and it's the first production of the Conestoga Shakespeare Coalition and the Creative Arts Guild. And what we're trying to do is do an annual production, an annual Shakespeare production in the park every summer, and this is our first production in the park. So it's very special, and we're very excited about it, and it's been a great experience so far.
Ok, bueno, pues ellos están presentando, es la primera vez que están presentando lo que viene siendo esta obra en lo que viene siendo en el centro aquí de Dalton, y están planeando hacerlo cada verano para que todos ustedes pues vayan y también gocen de esto. A ver, Kareli, teníamos por acá muchísimas preguntas que hacerles. Por ejemplo, a mí me gustaría saber es cómo ha respondido la gente con esta obra.
How has the community responded to such a great play?
Oh, it's been spectacular. We've had last weekend we had about we estimate about 800 people.
Wow.
Last night we had about 400 people. So we're just stunned that many people have come out to support this. And everybody's had a great time, as far as I can tell. Of course, it's free, so anything that's free is, just say. Exactly, yeah. And it's one of Shakespeare's history plays, so a lot of people aren't familiar with it, but a lot of people have responded very well to it. We cut the play down to about an hour and a half. And so it's been mostly it's sword fighting, which is where these guys come in. Yeah, exactly.
Boy, be careful with those.
Yeah, exactly. That's another PR.
Bueno, dice que la primera vez que se presentaron, imagínense nada más, yo con el micrófono abajo, imagínense nada más que tuvieron casi alrededor de 800 personas, y pues ha habido una muy buena respuesta de la comunidad, y también, bueno, también él dice que todo es gratis, y otra cosa es algo familiar, que usted se puede traer a la familia completa, y dice que también, bueno, la obra es de 1 hora a 1 hora y media, y aquí tenemos a Pablo y Pepe, que ellos participan en lo que viene siendo esta obra. ¿Desde cuándo empezaron ustedes a practicar?
Para esta obra, en mayo fue la primera práctica. Así, luego,
¿En mayo?
Sí.
Wow.
Estaba como 3 semanas haciendo. Sí.
Wow. ¿Cuál es tu papel? Él dice que eres un soldado y andas peleando. ¿Y tuviste que aprender algunas técnicas para usarla?
Sí, y también hay unas personas que están en el military, que están en el show también, ellos nos enseñan cómo ser el soldados.
Oh, sí.
Soldados bien, sí.
Entonces tienen un entrenamiento completo, ¿eh? Y dime tu corazón, ¿también tú eres un soldado?
Soy un soldier and a messenger.
Ah, un mensajero también. ¿Y les gusta? ¿Desde cuándo empezaron ustedes a hacer como obras y todo eso?
Yo empecé cuando yo estaba en el 9
grado 9.
Sí, grado 9.
¿Y tú, corazón?
I started it in the 10th grade.
¡Ay, Dios mío! Bueno, pues qué bueno, muchachos, échenle muchísimas ganas y nos da muchísimo gusto que jovencitos y sobre todo también hispanos pues estén haciendo estas obras tan hermosas. Y bueno, pues a ver, Kareli, ¿tú qué más tienes que preguntarles? Porque tenemos que mantener informada a la gente. When is the last show?
The last show is Saturday the 22nd, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, that's right, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And people are arriving early. It's amazing. People arrive about 6 o'clock to get a good seat. But if you can arrive between 6:30 and 7, and you know, they sit their chairs down, they set their place, then they go get something to eat, come back. It's a lot of fun.
Ok, bueno, pues ya se nos acabó el tiempo, pero recuerde, vaya a verlos mañana sabadito 22 de junio, es la última vez que se van a presentar, así es que nosotros regresamos con más información acerca de lo que está pasando en este parque. Otra vez de regreso. Ay, nos agarran por acá bien descuidados y nosotros acá que nos estamos corriendo para acomodarnos y toda la cosa. Pero oiga, tengo ahora una gran amiga, Amanda Brown y Margaret Taipen, espero que lo haya dicho bien. Hey girls, nice to have you here. Amanda, finally you're here with me. And Kareli is with me again. Yay, finally I made her be here with me. Bueno, pues estoy acompañada de ellas and we're gonna talk a little bit, vamos a hablar un poquito acerca de qué está pasando en el centro de Dalton. What we have on the downtown. Something new, something different, something fresh, exactly. And I wanted you, Amanda, I want to start with you. What we have on the downtown. Let people know what
We have all kinds of things going around downtown. We've come together and put together a concert series. This is about the 3rd or 4th year of the concert series, and it has really, really grown. And we have a great lineup of bands, different band every Friday night, 7:30. Everything is free, and a little bit of everything. So we try to do different genres every night.
Cool.
Have you been in one?
I have not. I have yet to be in one. I will be there.
Well, you need to go today.
Tonight?
Yeah,
Tonight. Yes.
Bueno, lo que Amanda nos dice es que efectivamente ellos están poniendo lo que son música en vivo ahí en el centro de Dalton. Traen cada viernes, todos los viernes usted puede venir para acá y es totalmente gratis para toda la familia y pues ahí los esperamos. And now I'll go with you, Margaret. Tell me how this idea started, because we saw when they was building this stage,
right.
And we was like, oh my God, that's beautiful. What are they gonna do in there?
Yeah.
How the idea came?
Well, about 4 years ago, we, as the Convention and Visitors Bureau, needed more events to entertain our visitors and our community alike. And so we started the concert series, and then when Burr Park came to be and they built the stage, it seemed like a perfect fit to move that event and have every Friday night with some, different genre music. So, yeah.
And we've since branded the whole concert series. It's Off the Rails Summer Music Series because you're right off the train tracks, right off the rails, and the music's off the rails, right?
I was like, okay, why the rails? And then I was like, oh God, Veronica, look in the back of the stage.
Right.
Bueno, pues ella dice que ya estaban ellos pensando acerca de hacer algo así, ¿verdad? Para seguir, para traer a la comunidad, tener la comunidad unida y de repente construyen este lugar.
What a great idea.
Exacto, así es que nos parece muy bien y sobre todo, déjenme contarles a ustedes, el día de hoy, viernes 21, vamos a tener la noche para los hispanos because they think about us, right?
Yes, absolutely. Tonight, Sexto Elemento.
Sexto Elemento en Giovanni Rodriguez en
right.
12 Manos, and I mean, it's two different kind of music, guys.
Yes, well, Giovanni Rodriguez has a little bit more of the Latin, Cuban, Afro-American flair.
Yes, if you like salsa.
A little. Yes, so it's all around going to be a great night. Yeah.
Yes, and Sexto Elemento, I mean,
local talent.
There's a local talent, three boys, only three boys, but they sing wonderful. So, guys, we wish you can be over there. Los esperamos ahí el día de hoy. Ellos estaban pensando también en nosotros los hispanos, así es que this is not the first time they're gonna perform in there. Sexto Elemento, I think it's two times.
I think this is their first. Yes, this is.
Yeah. Next year we need a banda, a mariachi too.
Yeah. You got it.
Yes.
Next
We
year
had mariachi last year as well. We did, yes. So each year we try to rotate. We try to have a little bit of a variety of genre and bring in a little bit of something for everyone. So this year we even have Jack Pearson. There's a night that he's coming in. He kind of played with the Allman Brothers and Government Mule. We have a Motown night. We have a big band coming up with the Etowah Jazz Society, kind of a big band jazz group. Luthi is from Chattanooga. They're indie rock. And then we kind of close the series with Dalton locals playing on the Dalton Jam. And then we have one extra bonus concert at the end presented by the CVB, which you can speak a little more to on the 20th.
Okay, well, the time is gone, so time on TV, it's fast. Así es que bueno, pues los esperamos todos los viernes ahí en el centro de Dalton. Tenemos estos eventos el día de hoy. Tenemos Sexto Elemento, Giovanni Rodríguez y también 12 Manos. Así es que allá los esperamos. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See you next time.